This is Dr. Katie Ray. I'm a chiropractor. My practice is called New Day. It's located on the north side of Chicago. I've been talking to you in this video series about posture. And in the last video, I unpacked a posture myth that is kind of a big, commonly held myth about posture, which is, if only I were doing this, not doing that, sitting in this type of chair, not sitting in that type of chair, stretching, not doing this, the list goes on and on. But the basic premise is that if only I knew something I don't currently know, or were doing something or not doing something I'm currently doing, then my posture would be better. The problem with this approach is that it is very outside in. It is locating the cause of your poor posture in your external environment rather than on the operating system inside the brain and nervous system that is guiding you at all times. And it makes sense that there's an operating system guiding us at all times, because obviously we're not always thinking about our posture. We're only really thinking about posture while you're watching this video, probably, because I'm saying the word posture and you're thinking about it and correcting your posture then, but the rest of the time you're not thinking about it, just like you're not thinking about breathing, but you're still breathing and you're alive, right? So in order to affect posture for the better, we've got to affect that internal operating system through the nervous system. So this relates to a myth about posture that I will just quickly unpack. It's kind of a straw man, which is to say that the biggest problem with bad posture is that it has us looking ugly or less beautiful than we could be looking, and it's embarrassing. So we're embarrassed by our posture in pictures, or when we go to a job interview or go on a date or whatever it is. The way that you look with your posture is a side effect of what's really going on, which is that if there's a problem with the internal operating system, it's affecting you in other ways besides how you look. As a chiropractor, I look at your posture because it is a reflection of things that are happening inside, as well as places where the brain and body are maybe not connecting so well. So if the head is far forward, if the body is crooked, if we're hunched, this is all giving me information about where the brain is having a hard time finding the body. And when that's occurring, the further forward the head is, we know that this is creating more and more pressure on the bones and joints of the spine. It's affecting the nerves and putting pressure on them. We know that the further forward the head is, actually the less oxygen is getting into the lungs. So that's less oxygen in the lungs, which obviously is going to affect us during athletic activity, but in your day-to-day life as well. That's less oxygen moving through the bloodstream, healing the injuries, old injuries in the body. It's less oxygen able to flow up to the brain and help us focus. There's a reason why you feel clearer and more focused when you sit or stand up straight and take a deep breath. So wouldn't it be great if you were sitting or standing up straight and taking a deep breath a greater percentage of your life without you having to constantly try to think about it or manipulate it or do something about it, and to really get that it's about so much more than how you look. It's actually about how you are functioning and who you're being in life. That's really what it's coming down to, what posture is all about. So in the next video in this series, I'm going to talk just a bit more about where posture comes from and what it's affecting in your nervous system, what the brain and the nervous system have to do with all of this. And I promise, I'm telling you this not to make things more complicated when there are already so many approaches out there to help you in your body and your posture. It's actually to help make this more simple for you, because if you can affect the internal operating system, the GPS that's causing this posture to come about, you're going to be able to affect so much more as well, and your life's going to get a lot simpler. So thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you for the next video. Dr. Katie Ray, see you next time.